the booktube. So we're halfway through the month, and without fail, I have received my Nocturnal Readers Box. I order this box through Cratejoy. I pay for 3 months at a time, so I believe it's $127 for 3 months, and that does include the shipping for all 3 months. This is a bookish subscription box that comes with horror-related goodies in addition to the 2 books that you always get. So let's open it and see what we got for the month of March. Let's start with one of the books, because it is one of the first things I see in here. Ooh, this is an oldie. John Ferris, The Fury. Whoa. Blurbed on the front, America's premier novelist of horror, nobody does it better. Nice. Gillian Belliver's family is one of the wealthiest in the world. Robin Sands' father, Peter, is a government assistant. The 2 teenagers seem to have nothing in common, yet they are spiritual twins, possessing a horrifying psychic energy that threatens humanity. While dangerous and fanatical men vie for the secrets of their awesome power, Peter Sands, using all the ruthless skills of his trade, makes a final desperate effort to save them. Ooh, first published in 1976. So I love it when they give us a classic. It's such a wonderful thing. I love horror classics. And I love all things scary, so this is awesome. Beautiful. Okay, next we have the button. Button, who's got the button? It's actually a pin, not a button. But it's a wooden, it looks more like a button than a pin than it normally does. It says The King in Yellow. Robert Chambers. Ooh, and then that looks like death. I am not familiar with what this pin is referencing. So we'll look and see at the end what that was supposed to be about. We have a sticker. All Hail the Crimson King. This looks really familiar, but it is not. But it's not from a book I've read. So again, we're gonna have to set it aside, see what that was about. Ooh, then we have a shirt, black. I am wearing my Amityville horror t-shirt that I got from Nocturnal Readers Box. And we have another black one. Black's always the best. Good job, guys. Thanks for making sure it's black. It is black, yes. Ooh, and it's a little thin. I love that. I love when it's a little worn. That is fucking awesome. It's Dracula. That's the Gary Oldman Dracula. But he's chewing on something. What's he got going on there? Oh, he is licking. Looks like he's licking a razor. Maybe the card will tell us. But I really do like this. This is awesome. I like the shirt. Ooh. Okay. Let's do the mug next. We got a mug. I want to peek at the artwork. Oh. It's a in memorandum. Rest in peace, Jack Ketchum. That's awesome. I have yet to read my first Jack Ketchum novel, but I'm sure I'll love it when I do, because everybody loves him. So I am just, as always, hashtag late to the game. A lot of people were super, super bummed when his passing came. The other book is a hardcover book, The Gone World by Tom Sweterlich. Let's see what it's about. She had been warned she would see things her mind wouldn't understand. Special Agent Shannon Moss is assigned to solve the murder of a Navy SEAL's family and to locate the vanished teenage daughter. Though she can't share the information with conventional law enforcement, Moss discovers that the missing SEAL was an astronaut aboard the spaceship USS Libra, a secret ship commissioned by the U.S. government, now assumed lost to the darkest currents of deep time. Moss knows firsthand the trauma of time travels and believes the SEAL's experience with the future has triggered this violence. Determined to find the missing girl and driven by a troubling connection from her own past, Moss travels ahead in time to explore possible versions of the future, seeking evidence or insight that will crack the present-day case. To her horror, the future reveals that much more than the fate of a family hinges on her work. What she witnesses rising over time's horizon and hurtling towards the present is the terminus, the terrifying and cataclysmic end of humanity itself. Wow. That sounds pretty hardcore. This one's copyright 2018, so it must be brand new. I haven't read too much sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi. It's a little. So we'll have to check it out and see what we think about it. All right. This is the bookmark for March. I can't exactly tell what I'm seeing here. Oh, wow. This reminds me of something. There's a book about this, huh? It's sand filling up a house. I remember reading about it because me and my dad and my uncle went to Jean Lafitte's fort, and it's been kind of ravaged by time. It's in lower Louisiana, and sand has come up into it to where you gotta kind of crouch down and walk the whole time. I remember thinking about that whenever I had read about this. So I'm interested to see what this is about. We're gonna have to check. I'm just at a loss this month. I don't know what any of this stuff is for. Whew, we have another sticker. Long days and pleasant nights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Stephen King gunslinger thing. Not really my kind of Stephen King book. I remember them sending out an email about the art being very pixelated because it came in a size, I don't know, it didn't turn out the way they were thinking. And if you wanted a better copy, they were going to send it to you, but this is interesting. Not my normal cup of tea right there. So, all right, that is everything in the box. Let's check out what we were unfamiliar with. It says the first book, new release, The Gone World. It's not something you've ever read before, definitely not, and you will love the twists and turns in this one. It's described as true detective mixed with Inception, and I would wholly agree with that sentiment. Our second book is from a living legend and spawned a horror movie classic from the director Brian De Palma. The Fury is a classic horror novel from John Ferris. It has everything that brought me to the world of horror and much more. It's such a fun read, and we are so thankful for the re-release. Very exciting. Our pin this month is a bit different than anything we've done before. We spoke with a friend of ours at the Wooden Boombox only to discover that their other company, the Wooden Pin. So we created the Wooden Pin inspired by Robert Chambers' The King in Yellow. It is being re-released in hardcover by Penguin Random House, so if you have not read it, go get it. Never heard of it. The King in Yellow. Gonna have to put it on the list. For our wearable this month, we actually had several different designs: Old Dracula, Young Dracula, Bela Lugosi Dracula, and finally ended up on this amazing Gary Oldman Dracula, designed by Vitor Willemin, based on Bram Stoker's Dracula. View more of Vitor's work at Willeman Art on Insta. The art was created by Anna Goddess and is one of our favorite Ice Cream Man, Brady Hartsfield from Stephen King's Bill Hodges trilogy. Not familiar with that either. View more of Anna's work. We also created some stickers to show off where you stand in Midworld. You are either on the side of the gunslinger or the Crimson King. Okay, so they're both Stephen King related. So that would be the two opposing forces. Choose wisely. Based on Stephen King's Dark Tower series. Last, we have a bookmark or two featuring one of our favorite Michael McDowell books, The Elementals. That's what it was. So yeah, this is on my TBR to read. Because I remember reading that synopsis. I'm intrigued by it. This is really cool. I really like this. It's our favorite Michael McDowell books, The Elementals, and our representation of the McCrae and Savage home. Michael McDowell, they sent us The Cold Moon Over Babylon. Ooh, says April's gonna knock our socks off. So, that is the month of March. We got 2 books, 2 stickers, a pin, a bookmark, a mug, a t-shirt. How freaking awesome is all that? That's wonderful. So, wonderful job, you guys. That was killer month. It was everything we could ask for and more. Man, you guys are so good at this book stuff. Ugh, I'm so excited to read this book. I've come across so many amazing books thanks to you guys. Awesome. It's freaking awesome. They do such a great job on this box. Wonderful job, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll have another box next month and more videos coming your way. Got a couple new things in the works, so stick around, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.